George Floyd, the unarmed black man in Minneapolis who died in police custody.
The 46-year-old moved to Minneapolis from his hometown of Houston looking for a better job.
It's clear as water. That video says it all. If you don't see murder, I don't know what you see.
What we saw was horrible. Completely and utterly messed up. This man's life matters.
It's just heartbreaking when you watch how they killed him, how his knee was on his neck, not for 1 minute, not for 2 minutes, not for 3 minutes, not for 4 minutes, but 8 minutes.
We know how much authority and responsibility police have, and when they abuse it, you don't want to be on the wrong end. The idea that police would think they needed to approach black people differently with such aggression and hostility as I saw, and as other people have seen, is in and of itself problematic. It often starts off extremely friendly.
And where does it go?
Almost a little too friendly, I would say.
Friendly.
Where does it go? It goes from, hi, how are you doing, to what are you doing? Where are you going? Who are you going with? Do you live around here? You hear these anecdotes about, oh, the guy walking around at 3 a.m. in a dark alleyway. Don't you think I'm scared when I'm walking at night and I get approached by two large people with weapons and with authority? I am the one who is scared. And the idea is that people are scared of me, but it's actually the reverse. I don't also want to have to be held responsible for the idea, stereotypical as it is in a police officer's mind, that I am more likely to do something based on the color of my skin. I think that's the definition of racism, is saying there's a black person, what do I know about black people? I'd better go talk to them. That's called racism to me. And it says that I can predict someone's behavior by that trait alone.
This is a trauma that a lot of us African Americans have to deal with.
This image on social media of the officer kneeling on Floyd with former quarterback Colin Kaepernick kneeling in protest of police brutality, writing, "Do you understand now?" Gwen Carr is the mother of Eric Gardner, who died after police in New York placed him in a chokehold.
It's like a reoccurring nightmare, and this has to stop. Something has to be done.
Dontre Hamilton,
Eric Gardner,
John Crawford,
Dante Parker, Tanisha Anderson,
Tamir Rice,
Romaine Brisbane,
Jerome Reed, Philando Castile,
Breonna Taylor,
Jamel Robertson,
Jordan Edwards,
Tatiana Jefferson,
Cameron Lamb, Botham John.
People say to me all the time, Steve, well, Desmond, you're such a wonderful person. You're so well-spoken. The way you dress, Desmond. Do you know how hurtful that is?
That's code, isn't it?
It is, because no kid deserves it if they don't dress like me, if they don't talk like me. My goodness, can't we give people the benefit of the doubt, or is that too much to ask
for? Well, Joe Biden took some flack on that when he said about Obama that he's so well-spoken and clean and whatever the hell else he said.
I think what we fear is this idea of lowered expectations about black people. We don't want people to be surprised that we're accomplished, that we're intelligent, that we're diverse in our opinions and in our abilities.
George Floyd, the unarmed black man in Minneapolis who died in police custody.